It's high time evangelicals start to act like Nick Saban.
Nick Saban's like, oh, man.
Look at that. Watch the headset. Boom.
All right, not that side of Nick Saban. I'm talking about the side of Coach Saban that made him a winner. His uncanny ability to be getting whooped in the first half, go into the locker room at halftime, change his game plan, and achieve victory. We evangelicals should learn to do likewise because we are currently getting whooped on the life issue. For the first 2 quarters, the pro-life defense has been relatively strong, I think, at defending the pro-life position, always bringing the issue down to the fundamental question. What is it? If it is nothing more than a blob of tissues, remove it like a mole. But if it is a totipotent, whole, innocent human being, then you can't take the life of the child inside of the mother's womb. And their justifications for wanting to take the lives of these whole, innocent human beings just don't hold water. The size of the child doesn't matter. We big people don't get to kill small people. They would argue and say, wait, the level of development. Yeah, a 2-year-old isn't as developed as a teenager, which isn't as developed as a fully grown adult. We don't get to go around killing people who aren't as developed. Environment, the pro-choicers would say, well, it's in the mother's womb. And since when does location have to do anything with the value of life? And finally, they would say, well, it depends on the life of the mother. Well, people with kidney problems, they need to rely on dialysis, but we don't think about taking their lives because they have a degree of dependency. We've been pretty good on defense, but our offense has been sitting on the sidelines, and I think it's high time we get off the bench, get on the field, and consider running these 2 plays. The first one, maybe a bit controversial. Remember a decade ago, we were debating about whether or not to show images of abortions on university campuses. I think we need to have that argument again. We want to practice discretion. We don't want to expose these gruesome images to small children, but we've got to start showing people this is not about reproductive freedom any more than murder is about peaceful life freedom. I've got the right to a peaceful life. And somebody who gets up my nose, I should have the right to murder them. You'd go, peaceful life freedom? You can't sanitize murder by putting a moniker on it that makes it sound like a right or a freedom. Bingo when it comes to reproductive freedom. This is a barbaric practice, and we need to consider going on the offensive and showing it. Play number 2. We need to start leading the way on the conversation about anthropology. We're not dogs in heat. We're not animals. We're human beings. We're image bearers. And we have been given the assignment to make little image bearers and to raise them up to glorify the King of the universe. We have a better message. We have a loftier, more ethereal, a monumental message that says, getting married, staying married, having children, those are the rich things. Those are the good things of life. Being frisky like a dog in heat and then terminating the life of your child, we can do better. So let's keep defending life, but let's take a page out of Nick Saban's playbook and get back in the game. And let's go on the offensive to discuss.
Hey,
Todd.
sweet.
Take her around the block a few times?
Who's a good girl? You're not, because nobody does good. No, not one. Romans 5 says we're born in sin and iniquity, and our hearts are deceitful and wicked. You know that if you'd use the law which brings about the knowledge of sin.